The movie starts, a shy girl and a jock who secretly loves to sing meet, sing a couple happy songs, do a few dances, everyone gets along and they live a perfect life, just like that generic movie happy ending. Seeing as the movie is called High School Musical, that must be exactly how it is in real high school, right? To those of you who think it is, you should probably cover your ears because this will be a very shocking truth. High school is not a song and dance. There are dangers everywhere. Who can protect us from these dangers? The school administrators. But how can they possibly protect us if they aren't permitted to remove the threats that they have knowledge or control over? The affirmative has resolved that PA public school administrators should not have the right to search students' personal belongings. Public schools are schools run with money from taxes. School administrators consist of the principal, vice principals, and those above them. Personal belongings are items such as purses and backpacks where one could carry assorted items. My partner and I believe that the administrator should be able to search personal belongings at any time. Why? It is absolutely crucial to maintain a safe and healthy environment in schools. Searches can help detect weapons and remove drugs from school. And although the affirmative may disagree, these searches are not a violation of the Fourth Amendment. In the past 10 years, there have been 60-plus school shootings in the United States. More than 100 students have been killed. 6 of these shootings occurred in Pennsylvania. That's 10% of all the shootings in the past 10 years. Add that to the weapon threats that don't end up in violence. According to the Youth Violence Project, Pennsylvania has the 9th most expulsions out of all the U.S. states and territories on account of weapons. In fact, there was a shooting at Springfield High School in 2006. That's only 5 miles from Upper Dublin. A 16-year-old was upset over his grades, so he pulled out a rifle and shot himself in the head. The weapon had been hidden in his bag the whole school day. If that weapon had been seized, the boy would still be alive today. And that is only on the mild side of school shootings. In the Columbine shooting, often referred to as the Columbine Massacre, 12 students and 1 teacher were killed, 24 were injured, and 3 were injured just trying to escape from the danger. Is keeping a small amount of privacy worth such a huge risk to your own safety and the safety of others? Another major reason that we believe personal belonging searches are legal is the presence of drugs on school property. Drugs are defined as chemical substances such as narcotics or hallucinogens that affect the central nervous system, causing changes in behavior and often addiction. A study done by Media International has proven that marijuana is the most popular illegal drug used by teens. Marijuana has been used by 12% of 8th graders, 27% of 10th graders, and 33% of 12th graders. It affects a person's memory, problem solving, and judgment. Research has shown that with repeated use, it does become addicting, and it causes a person to lose interest in school, work, and their home life. Naturally, a substance such as this should not be permitted in schools. And if use is suspected, a student should be saved from him or herself. Even if they aren't using the drug during the school day, they've still brought it into the property, clearly violating school rules. The searches are not intended to be malicious or stir up trouble. The administrators truly do care about the health of their students and are willing to show a little tough love if need be. Besides, they aren't searching every student, it's only if there's suspicion. Because this issue involves school administrators, my partner and I went to interview Dr. Rittenhouse, who conducts the searches here at Upper Dublin. He told us that, in his opinion, searches should be conducted by administrators instead of police. Why? Although it is not mentioned in the Constitution, the Supreme Court has ruled that police need reasonable cause to search something. Reasonable cause is defined as the level of evidence held by a rational and objective observer necessary to justify logically accusing a specific subject of a particular crime based upon reliable objective facts. So basically, they need solid evidence to be able to search. However, administrators, as the Supreme Court has ruled, only need to have reasonable suspicion, which is defined as the sort of common-sense conclusion about human behavior upon which practical people are entitled to rely. So basically, if they hear a rumor or have a hunch that something could be true, they are allowed to search because it is for the safety of the students. This difference comes from a law called in loco parentis. During the school hours, administrators are permitted to make decisions regarding student safety the same way a parent would. This has been brought about by many controversial cases. The most important of these being New Jersey versus TLO, which is one of the lawsuits Sarah had mentioned. In this case, a girl was reportedly seen smoking in the bathroom. She denied having done it, so because the principal had reasonable suspicion, he was permitted to search her purse for cigarettes. While searching, he saw wrapping papers for marijuana. These wrapping papers not only gave him reasonable suspicion, but had driven it to the point of reasonable cause, so he was allowed to search her purse. Was it wrong of him to do this? He simply wanted to get rid of the drugs and cigarettes in his school and do what was best for the student body. And after all, she was in violation of the school rules, and therefore had every right to be expelled. Our school's current policy, which we are modeling the policy for the state after, is written in your agenda. If you are caught with drugs on school property, you will be expelled. Also, our weapons policy states that bringing weapons onto school property will result in expulsion. We believe that administrators will be able to search anyone's personal belongings as long as reasonable suspicion is present. In conclusion, safety triumphs over privacy. Searches can protect schools from violence and drug abuse, and they do not violate any pre-existing laws as interpreted by the Supreme Court. After all, isn't a small breach in privacy worth ensuring you and your fellow students are safe and sound? Our policy will ensure that public schools in Pennsylvania will become or remain safe so that students may learn in a slightly more peaceful environment. And after all, knowledge is mankind's best school, so we have to make sure we can learn safely. Vote negative. Thank you.